at the Engineering and You Inter-School Debate. We do not just argue, we forge minds. We learn to listen, articulate, not just for victory, but for life itself. Welcome to Engineering and You Inter-School Debate. My name is Miriam Usman. This program is brought to you by Prince Engineer Yemisi Shilon FNSC in collaboration with Nigerian Society of Engineers at Abeokuta branch. We do this alongside our impartial panel of judges who are representatives of Nigerian Society of Engineers at Abeokuta branch. Hello, judges.
Hello, good evening, Miriam. I am Engineer Timitokwe Aboyeji, member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers.
Thank you. My name is Engineer Dr. Adekunle Musa FNSC. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on the show today. I am Engineer Lushino Bamdele Agbaji MNSC.
Thank you, judges. And of course, we have our honorable timekeeper who has done her very bit in the previous competition to ensure that there is timeliness on the program. Hello, timekeeper. Okay, now having introduced our officials for today, I will be introducing the participant on the program today. After this break, please stay with me. Introducing our debaters on the program today. By my left, we have representatives from Adaka. And on my right, we have Ijemo Titun High School. All right, now I have introduced our debaters on the program. If you're watching from home, I want you to get yourself glued to the screen because it's going down. Very interesting, more than you have ever seen before. The program is Engineering and You right here on Ogtv. Today on the program, we are taking a close look on the possibilities of robotic and automation being the future of human race. Will robotic or automation replace engineers in the future? I mean, we're seeing the increase of artificial intelligence, and this has sparkled so many debates in the lips of people. What would that replace the practice of engineering and even engineers? I don't know the answer, but let's listen to the debaters today.
The notion that robotics and automation will be replaced by engineering is a common concern, but the reality is more nuanced. Oh, pardon my manners. I would like to give honor to whom honor is due by saying, good evening, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, and my ever-listening audience. The personality standing before you is Rosemary Okwemko Adebajo, a student from Archbishop Dada, Akinde Comprehensive Academy. And I would like to oppose the motion which says, will robotics and automation replace engineers in the future? But before I comment on my point, I would like to define some things like robotics, automation, and engineers. I will start with defining robotics. Robotics is a branch of study which deals with the designing, construction, operation, and application of all these robots and automated systems, while automation refers to the use of all these robots and automated systems to perform some activities that the humans also can perform, while engineers are the people who makes use of scientific and mathematical knowledge to design, develop, implement robotics and automation systems. According to experts, robotics and automation will create new job opportunities for engineers that are experts in these skills. This will make the engineers that are experts in these skills to think about designing, developing, creating, implementing robotics and automation system. In fact, the Bureau of Labor Statistics projects a 3% growth in engineering employment from 2019 to 2029 with these new opportunities in robotics and automation. Let's now talk about how engineers are of importance and of great advantage to us in the future, and how robotics and automation can't replace them in the future. First of all, let's talk about human creativity and problem solving. Engineers bring about innovative thinking and problem solving when it They bring about innovative thinking and adaptability when it comes to solving complex problems like logistics and other mathematical solutions. While automation can perform repetitive tasks, but they struggle in novel situations. Is it about design and development? Engineers can design, develop, and implement all these automated systems. Oh, time is no one's friend. But to show, I'll be right back. Thank you.
The panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, and my valued listening audience. My name is Olasune Ezekiel, a student of Ijemo Titun High School Senior, here to support the motion that robotics and automation will replace engineers in the future. First of all, what is robotics? Robotics is the act of using machines. It's the science and technology of creating machines that can perform tasks on their own. Automation is the act of using machines to perform tasks automatically with little or no input from humans. Who are engineers? Engineers are those who use science and mathematics to create problems, to solve problems. Sorry. So my opponent said that robotics and automation. Well, my opponent said that robotics and automation will create more jobs for people. But I want to tell you that imagine this: if we have a factory now where about 200 people work, like a bottling company around, everybody covers it and we label it. But with automation and robotics, this can be done within one quarter of the time used before. So with robotics and automation, we actually help save costs and make our work more efficient. And also, robotics and automation also help perform work faster. So thereby removing the need for engineers in the system. You may say that engineers are those who created and coded it. But let me tell you, we all know that artificial intelligence has been growing deeply and adapting. They also learn like we humans do. That's what they call intelligence. So we see factories now in our foreign countries now. Even cars, airplanes, and everything are built by robots now with more efficiency and less mistakes, which humans are capable, which humans are
20 seconds start now.
Robotics also helps us to reduce the level of movement. For instance, now, in a plane, imagine a plane is about to crash now. 2 people are inside it trying to plot a place for them to land. But with robotics, a quick and speedy answer will be given to them, which will help save their lives and will also help increase efficiency. So with this point,
time's up.
I would like to thank you.
Standing on this existing protocol. Good day everyone. I am Christina Akombi, a student of Archbishop Dada Akinde Anglican Comprehensive Academy. When my opponent was talking about robotic and automation help to save cost, do you know that all these robots are expensive and they are not easily to, and they can't be easy. Can I start from the beginning? Therefore, human creativity and innovation remains irreplaceable. Engineering is not just about calculation or designs. It also requires the ability to think critically, create new ideas, and solve complex problems, all of which are difficult for machines to replicate, especially in novel problems. For example, machines don't have the ability to think deeply, and they can only deliver the exact thing that was programmed in them. Furthermore, robots and AI systems can only be built, maintained, and designed by engineers, while these machines assist engineering profession in their work to evolve rather than disappearing. Human supervision is essential to ensure ethical and safe deployment of this system. Engineering decision also requires ethical consideration and social responsibility, which AI lacks. Hence, according to Mixing and Company, only 50% of their work activities can be automated with current technologies, while only just 5% of their job can be fully automated. Engineering requires creativity, problem solving, innovation, and ethical judgment, all of which machines still struggle to replicate. In addition, Isaac Newton and Gottfried William Leibniz independently developed calculus, which laid the foundation for many future algorithm and engineering tasks. This individual shows us that problem solving and algorithm thinking existed long before automation. Their work continued to guide modern AI systems and robotics, but they achieved groundbreaking results, being only human intellect. This shows us that even with the advanced technology, robotics and automation can never surpass engineers in their field. Thank you.
Time's up.
My opponents tried to tell me that automation and robotics are expensive. Now, imagine in a bottling company, like I said earlier, like let's say Coca-Cola. Imagine having about 200 staffs to perform a particular duty, and imagine the salary that will be paid to them. So now, imagine me buying a robot or automated system that can actually get that work done faster. It will reduce cost and make it more efficient. Imagine now, if we had people there, there's no how in this current day, some people are actually lazy and they slack on duty. But with automation and robotics, their work will go efficiently. Now, imagine 200 people's salary being used for only just 1 month, being used to buy these robots. And the speed, if 200 people were to do a work and a robot could do that work in a quarter of that time. Now, imagine the money used to, the salary of the 200 people now used to buy the robots. And now imagine the increase in production rates, which will cover up for all the money you think you use in buying those robots, as therefore cuts the need for them to be there, and thereby making this more cost effective and efficient. And now, well, also artificial intelligence and automation has made life more easier. You were saying that engineers singularly created calculus, but that was in the past. Now we are in the future area. Now everything is just under here. Imagine now, I'm about to build a car.
20 seconds start now.
Watch videos, Discovery Family and other, most of these things are done by robots. And if an engineer was to make something, he can easily miscalculate, even if he has been doing this thing repeatedly, can easily miscalculate in this work and make a mistake that can cost them a lot. But with robotics and automation, there will be accurate and speedy work done, thereby making things more accurate. Thank you.
Standing on the existing protocol, my co-debater here said that was in the past that they were doing that. But do you know that what they were doing in the past, we cannot say because of robotics and automation in existence now, we should raise their efforts of those engineers back then. Back to my point. Now let's talk about the critical thinking and decision making of all these engineers. Engineers make strategic decisions, invent trade-offs and ethical implications in such a way that before the engineer will think of creating all this robotics and automation, or after it has been created by the engineers, they will have to think back and forth about the importance, disadvantage, advantage, consequences, and positive and negative effects of all this automated system, and the negative and the impact it will have on human beings in future. While automation will obviously lack human oversight. Is it about ethics and accountability? Engineers make societal impact, ensure safety, and takes responsibility, while automation lacks accountability in such a way that if any problem or crisis should occur at any point in time, the robot and automation will not be able to take responsibility for it. It will be the engineers, which are the owner of the robots. Collaboration and communication is another point. Collaboration and communication is another point. Engineers work with cross-functional teams, communicate complex ideas, and ensures interaction. Under this point, let's talk about human-machine interface. Engineers can design, develop, and optimize interfaces which will ensure collaboration and communication between human and machines. And automation will obviously can't replicate human interaction. Under this point, we can say that the engineers are reliable to ensure collaboration and communication among the human and machine. Thank you.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper. I am Hilary Emilia, a bona fide student of Ijemo Titun High School. In addition to what my chief speaker has said, I'm here to strongly oppose what she has said. She said that AI, they are unable to create ideas. They are unable to think wisely. But nowadays, we can see that AI now, they think faster, they work easier for humans. We use them in so many things. Nowadays, children relies on using AI because of its provides faster solution to problems. We can say that they also make students move faster, learn faster, because whenever you go to your phone, you just easily type whatever you want and you get the answer so quickly. But the engineers are the one creating the AIs. You should not forget that. Oh God, help me out. I want to hand over the mic to my chief speaker.
So on the part, what my co-debater said now, they said robots, automation and robotics are not accountable. Let me tell you something. Imagine in a world of, just imagine in Nigeria now, where corruption and everything has taken over now. With the use of automation and robotics, everything that has been done for can be actually accessed easily in their memories. And with the way technology has advanced now, it is not easy to actually disrupt this automation system, the level of technology we are. Human beings are, how should I put it, they are susceptible to different things. Human beings are not as accountable as well. You know, in every organization, there is always someone who is a corrupt person. Thereby, you cannot tell me that robotics and automation is not accountable. And also,
2,
you say that
1. Time's up.
Also, in work economic system, in their reports, they stated that 85 million jobs may be displaced by automation, but just 97 million new roles will emerge that will adapt to division of labor between humans, machines, and robotics. But many of these new roles require engineering knowledge in areas like AI supervision, robotic maintenance, and system design. Also, Ada Lovelace rewrote the first algorithm intended for Charles Babbage analytical engine, which was a machine, but she did all her work with mathematics and logic without using any physical computing tools. Liability and accountability in engineering decision requires human intervention.
20 seconds start now.
And can be passed to the AI. I want it over to my chief speaker.
In summary, robotics and automation
10 seconds
will
remaining.
likely create new jobs for the engineers. As the field evolves, the engineers will continue to
5,
play a vital role in optimizing all
4,
these interfaces, which will make work
3,
easier, which will make the engineers to continue
1.
to think about creating all
Time's
these
up.
automated systems. Thank you.
in what my chief speaker said, that automation and robotics will make more jobs. Will make more jobs for engineers. Now imagine this world where everything is run by AI. A world where human beings don't have to stress themselves again. You know, in this when you say that they'll create more jobs for engineering, we all know engineering involves high risk. Like for instance, now if I'm asked to build a nuclear bomb, for instance, so there are risk of me actually enjoying myself. But with AI and robotics, this actually helps reduce the risk of me being injured, thereby making
20 seconds
it more easier and making humans safer and without reducing the loss of lives and properties. So, and also, robotics and automation
10 seconds remaining.
make life easier. Like I said, humans being susceptible
4,
we usually lose our lives and
3,
we usually lose lives. So,
2,
but with robotics and automation,
1.
these things can be taken away.
Time's up.
And I hope I've convinced you that AI and robotics can replace engineers in the future. Thank you.
Debate is usually not about winning an argument. It's about winning and understanding, an art of critical thinking, speaking persuasively, and embracing the constant evolution of ideas. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you have experienced on the show today. Well, we've seen two teams, students from Dada and Ijemo Titun High School, compete and tell us what it means and what they think about robotics or automation replacing the practice of engineering in the nearest future. Do we have our winners? We never know until we listen from the judges. Hello, judges.
Very much. Once again, I would like to appreciate and commend the debaters. Both sides showed a commendable understanding of the topic, and you also were able to engage your audience. I think a round of applause for them. I am an engineer, so not to be partial anyway, I can categorically say that robotics and automation cannot, I repeat, cannot replace the roles of engineers. An engineer that is dynamic anyway, because the future belongs to engineers who can adapt, who can learn, and who can leverage automation to solve complex problems better and faster. Also, rather than being replaced, engineers will continue to act as creators and overseers of all these technologies, no matter how good they are. So we have to talk about the human critical reasoning and many more. So I will like to once again give kudos to the two teams we have here, Archbishop Dada Akinde Anglican Academy and Ijemo Titun High School for the wonderful job done. So at this junction, I will like Engineer Agbaji to give us the scores of the teams we have today. Thank you.
All right, ma. Thank you for that understanding passed to these young and great minds. And so we have it as the technical contents and the rebuters. So for Adaka, we have their technical content to be 40 points. While Ijemo Titun High School have 20 points. For the rebuttal, we have Adaka to have scored 10 points. While Ijemo Titun High School to have scored 20 points. Then for the vocabulary, the tenses, the grammars, and the dressing, we have Adaka to have scored 32 points. While Ijemo Titun High School scored 26 points. So the total mark scored for Adaka, we have 82 points. While Ijemo Titun High School scored 66 points.
Well, thank you. In view of the results that was presented, I want to declare Adaka the winner for this episode. Thank you.
Engineering and New Inter-School Debate is where young voices find their strength, where these leaders have ideas that clash and evolve, and where these future leaders find their eloquent to stride. A point indication that this is nothing but a healthy competition among young leaders, and to enable them have the zeal to do better, to read better, and to be able to bring this future into a better reality. Now, in the spirit of sportsmanship, I'm going to request that this team extend a warm handshake to each other, and if possible, hug themselves to show that this is nothing but a friendly competition among young people. Shall we? You've heard it all from our judges. You've seen it all. These students are amazing. And you can be part of this conversation. You can be part of this journey. If you need to reach out, please follow us on all of our social media handles. Send us messages, ask your questions, and be rest assured that we will be there to answer them. My name is Miriam Usman. This program is brought to you by Prince Engineer Yemisi Shilon, FNSC, in collaboration with Nigerian Society of Engineers, Abeokuta branch. We'll see you next week, God's willing, with another intelligent group of students coming to compete on STEM-oriented topics to prove that engineers are here and they will always be here to make the world a better place. Until then, bye for now.